we were working to build off of the momentum we built in the second half. It was a great Sunday in terms of being able to watch and see the difference of those two halves and the consistency we had in the second half and what that looked like, as a team. Offensively, we did a good job putting together some drives, and a lot of those drives had a lot to do with being successful in the money downs, whether it be a third down or fourth down situations. We were much more consistent in the red zone, being 4-for-4 red zone TDs. There's a 13-play drive in there, too, that it was huge to see the whole team come together in terms of the offense, and a lot of guys contributed to that. We had fourth down, some third down plays in there. So we're excited to build off of that. Really fired up for the offense and what they're doing right now, the coaching staff and the players, and again, what we were able to do in the second half. So this week will be huge for us as we continue to build. Defensively, we played in the second half like we practiced. It did take us a little while to get going, but it was awesome to see the guys in the second half really dial in into the pre-snap and execute, technically and fundamentally like we've been talking about, and really do an unbelievable job holding the opponent to 0 points in the second half, getting off the field on third downs, fourth downs, playing with a passion. A bunch of guys jumped in there and made plays, whether it was in the front or in the secondary. And so, that was one half that now we can build off of as a whole team. There was a plan. TG's going to start, but how we can use Maddox in certain situations that he's shown to be effective, which he was in the game. There were some critical third down long plays that we were able to execute. One went for a long touchdown to EMAC. Another one, Mad Dog actually ran. So it was awesome to see that. They both do certain things really well, but they both also do the same things really well too. So it was cool to see how the staff was able to put that together, and obviously we took care of the ball better in the second half. So we were able to sustain drives, keep the ball moving, and how we were able to use both our quarterbacks and really, all situations. It built flow for the team. Felt like we really found our stride, and that's where I said it's exciting to see as we move from game to game. As we always talk about, we're going to face different defensive structures, different defensive plans. The awesome part about this is we can put ourselves in a position to be the best we can, depending upon what we're getting from a defense. I think one of the big things that goes along with it as well is that there's nothing that exemplifies the teamwork it took the other night. These two guys is just how the two quarterbacks celebrated together when one led a drive and scored, the other one was out there. The other one led a drive and scored, the other one was out there to congratulate them, to work together as a team. I mean, Torrey's been successful, for the last few years. He's been a huge target in this system. Not only that, he's a really good returner too. He's shown to be explosive in the return game. But they got other wide receivers as well. They got a tight end that's been productive. The quarterback's got plenty of weapons in the passing game. This offensive system is shown to be able to throw the ball year in and year out. And so we're going to need that momentum coming off of the second half of last week and how we build on that and how we use that experience to grow ourselves forward, because we got another huge challenge here coming up. We've faced teams that have thrown the ball pretty well this season. And those experiences, whether it be on the field or off the field, in our preparation, us as coaches, and how we game plan and how we know our personnel and what they do well, that's going to play huge into this game on defense. He jumped back in there in the second half was a huge part of us being able to do what we did the other night. We believe in him. That's why we put him back in there. We're going to work through it. He's taking, obviously Ashton take accountability and know and understand what we need to do to be better. He'll be better. Full faith in him. Again, at halftime there was not 1 ounce of doubt who needed to go back into the backfield and be able to establish the run game, and he did that. He hit a long one, and again he had a fourth down run on a long drive where he jumped over someone and landed on the ground, bursted, and 2 or 3 guys tried to strip the ball from him, and he did a phenomenal job holding on to that ball. So I'm excited for him. He's pretty consistent on the edge. Again, he's a very explosive player. There's a guy that you got to be aware of. He leads the nation in sacks. He's also caused a few fumbles. So he's proven to be a very, very productive player, whether it's in the run game or obviously creating pressure on the quarterback. It's getting a little cold. The weather's getting cold, so he's probably not playing as much golf anymore. But, no, that's awesome. Coach has obviously a tremendous mind and has an eye for the game and can see things, so that's pretty cool.
I mean, last year, obviously, you saw each other every day. What's it like now for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he'll shoot some text messages and pop in, when he is here in Boise. So it's good to see him. Glad he's keeping busy. Again, he's an extremely hard worker and he's got a tremendous mind. So it's not shocking that, for him to continue to be a part of the game.